Sometimes the most intense battles in K-dramas don't happen in courtrooms, police stations, or corporate boardrooms. Sometimes they happen right next door. That's exactly why The Apartment Job immediately caught my attention. At first glance, it sounds like a simple story about apartment residents, but the more details that get revealed, the more it looks like a hilarious, chaotic, and surprisingly realistic fight for money, power, and influence. With a cast led by Ji-sung and Yoon Kyung, this upcoming JTBC drama could become one of the biggest surprises of the year. So let's talk about 7 fascinating facts that make The Apartment Job worth adding to your watch list right now. Directed by the creator of Sketch. The first reason to pay attention is the director. The Apartment Job is helmed by Jo Yong Won, who previously worked on Sketch. If you've seen that drama, you know it blended suspense, mystery, and emotional storytelling in a very engaging way. That's why I'm curious to see how he handles a story that combines comedy, crime, and everyday life. Sometimes directors shine the brightest when they step outside their usual comfort zone. Written by the writer of My Strange Hero. Behind every great drama is a great script, and this one comes from Kim Yoon Young, the writer of My Strange Hero. That drama was known for balancing humor, heartwarming moments, and social commentary. Personally, I think that's exactly the kind of writer needed for a story about apartment residents fighting over money. The premise could easily become too serious, but with the right writing, it can be both funny and meaningful. A unique story about apartment residents. One of the most interesting things about The Apartment Job is its premise. The story focuses on residents competing over a massive apartment fund. What starts as a community issue quickly turns into corruption, manipulation, secret alliances, and power struggles. Honestly, I love this concept because it feels surprisingly realistic. Most people have experienced some kind of neighborhood drama, but this takes it to a whole new level. Ji-sung plays a former gangster. Ji-sung will play Park Byung Eun, a former gang boss who decides to run for apartment residents chairman, not because he wants to improve the community, but because he wants control over the apartment fund. Just hearing that description makes me excited. Ji-sung has always been fantastic at playing layered characters, and this role sounds like the perfect mix of comedy, charisma, and unpredictability. Yoon Kyung becomes an aspiring lawyer. Yoon Kyung plays Kang Ha-ri, an aspiring lawyer who becomes caught in the legal battles surrounding the apartment conflict. What's interesting is that her character isn't simply an observer. She's dragged directly into the chaos. I think she'll be the character many viewers relate to because she'll likely be stuck between doing what's right and surviving the madness around her. Moon So-ri holds all the secrets. Moon So-ri takes on the role of Jang Suk-jin, an influential resident who knows everyone's secrets. Every apartment complex seems to have that one person who somehow knows everything before anyone else. If this drama plays that idea correctly, her character could become one of the most entertaining parts of the entire series. Information is power, and she appears to have plenty of it. Park Byung Eun plays a powerful CEO. Completing the main cast is Park Byung Eun as Lee Chun-won, a construction company CEO and elite resident with major interests tied to the apartment fund. Whenever money and power are involved, conflict is inevitable. His presence suggests that this isn't just a neighborhood disagreement. The stakes may be much bigger than they initially appear. After learning these 7 facts, I can honestly see why so many K-drama fans are already excited about The Apartment Job. It combines a relatable setting with larger-than-life characters, hidden agendas, and a cast full of talented actors. More importantly, it takes everyday situations and turns them into something dramatic, funny, and unpredictable. But now I want to hear from you. Which character interests you the most? Do you think Ji-sung's former gangster will become a hero, a villain, or something in between? And if you lived in this apartment complex, whose side would you choose? Let me know in the comments because I have a feeling this drama is going to spark a lot of debate once it finally premieres.